All right, and we are a go. But before we get started, I would like to send my best thoughts and a happy Mother's Day to all the women who support all the next generation of children, the women who continue to be role models for the next generation, and especially the women I have in my lives, my mom and my aunts. To all the women out there, happy Mother's Day to all of you. And now, it is now time for race 12 of 36 as NASCAR's best head upstate, up north to upstate New York in the Great Finger Lakes region of Watkins Glen to Watkins Glen International, the 2.45-mile road course for the Go Bowling at the Glen, 90 laps for the Cup Series in upstate New York. SVG continues to shine and to prove why he is nicknamed the road course specialist, or as the Kiwi, because he has had a ton of experience turning left and right. A former Supercars driver, a three-time champion in the Australian Supercars Series, made the turn to NASCAR in 2023 and shocked the world. And ever since then, every time we go to a road course, he has shined on those tracks. And he is looking forward to go back to back at Watkins Glen in the Cup Series. But keep an eye out for Connor Zilisch as well, trying to go 2 out of 3 in wins here at Watkins Glen. Won the O'Reilly Series race yesterday. Didn't quite get the truck race win on Friday because Caden Honeycutt got the win. But we'll see what that kid can do. He starts in the top 5. But SVG is on the pole, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to beat. He is going to be the one that's going to be tough to beat as the race progresses. But we'll see what happens. Will SVG continue his dominance? Will Connor Zilisch provide a challenge? We'll find out after 90 laps around this 2.45-mile road course in upstate New York. Yep, but now it's time for the command to fire engines. That was stale. But anyways, crank them up, gang. Crank them up. And the engines roar to life here in upstate New York as 38 of NASCAR's best are about to take on for 90 laps around this 2.45-mile road course. The Go Bowling at the Glen here in Watkins Glen, New York, coming up next on FS1.
Consider me a passenger princess. A biggie deal for any size hopper, only at Wendy's. When you don't order furniture from Wayfair, it's natural to wonder what if. But what if it doesn't have the space? Or what if it's tough to put together? What if it doesn't hold up? What if your friend Charles hates it? I hate it. With Wayfair, you don't have to wonder what if. It's style you'll love with quality you can trust. Yeah, Wayfair is so fucking fresh. Spaceship, still. This Mother's Day, get iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all on us. No trade-in needed. Offer ends 5/13. You're bad here. You know, I thought growing up would be the worst. Bills, responsibility, pants. But then I found a way to hack it all. It's called AAA. Grown-up perks, zero grown-up stress. insurance and roadside assistance? It's cool. I've got AAA. And don't forget, epic discounts on dining and travel. With AAA, it pays to be a member. Room with cream, please. Yeah. Attention, please. WGU believes you should profit from college, not the other way around. Other schools charge far and away, then send graduates into the world unprepared and buried in debt. But WGU has revolutionized college with lower tuition, self-paced degrees and certificates that build employer-approved, future-proof career skills. WGU is the university that puts you first. Visit wgu.edu to learn more. Welcome back to the Go Bowling at the Glen. Watkins Glen New York.
All right, and now the cars are rolling.
So instead, they've used tire packs. The race has been moved from May to.
It's so odd seeing Watkins Glen being moved to May for this year, for Mother's Day weekend for this year. But thankfully, Watkins Glen is back in the chase next year. And now the track has track limits at the exit of turn 1 and at the exit of the carousel. So it's a bit treacherous for these drivers. But in the Truck Series and the O'Reilly Series, they did okay for the most part. But how will the Cup drivers react to the track limits in turn 1 and turn 5? That's yet to be determined. Especially when they go into the bus stop chicane at the end of that backstretch. Yep. And down into turn 6, and there, and finally turn 7. And that's a lap around Watkins Glen International.
Changes at the bus stop at the top of the screen. The curving there has been removed. So the limit there, well, it's the guardrail. And then at the exit of the bus stop chicane.
Let's have a good race today. Absolutely, Antonio. Oh boy, and that is a lot of mud there. Richard, did the strategy yesterday cost Jesse Love the win? How am I supposed to know? Jesse Love is the best driver out there. There's last year's winner at Watkins Glen, SVG. No surprise as he's starting on the pole for this race. He is the road course specialist after all. Let's just take a look at the starting grid. SVG is on the pole, and alongside him, Michael McDowell, who's a pretty good road course racer in the past. He won at the Indy Road Course in 2023. Then Road 2 finds Ross Chastain, another good qualifying spot for him, and Austin Cindric right beside him. Then Road 2 finds Connor Zilisch, a best starting position for him. No surprise here, as Watkins Glen is kind of his playground, and Joy Logano alongside him. The Road 4 finds Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell. Well, obviously not, Richard, because he couldn't hold off the lead yesterday. He cheated. Connor Zilisch cheated yesterday. That should have been Jesse Love's win yesterday. Stop asking questions. Are we seriously not going to see the rest of the starting grid? Come on, Fox. Come on.
up is knowing that we are bringing cars that are capable of winning week in and week out. If we keep doing that, our luck will break and we will get up there for that.
Christopher Bell, who finished second here last year at Watkins Glen.
Great qualifying effort in the top 10. He's looking for his fourth road course win.
There we go. Here's row 5. Finds Chase Briscoe and Ty Grandpa Gibbs running out the top 10 positions. Row 6 finds Carson Hocevar and AJ Allmendinger, who had a solid run in the truck race on Friday. Row 7 finds William Byron and Christopher Buescher, who won here at Watkins Glen back in 2024 by defeating the road course specialist. And here it is right there, as I just said it. Yep, when Buescher muscled past SVG to win in 2024, Buescher got that win. Now it's time to say, make sure that Tyler's red dick won't steal the spotlight. And also, he shouldn't have been racing in the first place, interviewer. And of course, they don't show the rest of the starting grid on the bottom of the screen. It's only scrolled at the side. Psh, typical. With some notable drivers like Denny Hamlin, which honestly, he's not that good on road courses, so it's not surprising. And Kyle Busch, 21st starting spot. But look at who's starting in 23rd. Kyle Larson. Not the starting position he wanted, nor does Chase Elliott or Alex Bowman. They're starting 27th and 28th, respectively. Ouch. Out of all the 4 Hendrick drivers, only William Byron seems to be in the best position because he qualified 13th. I'm pretty sure they'll be making some adjustments as the race goes on, but still.
Now, let's take a look at a section of this Watkins Glen track. What gear the react driver likes to be in. This is off turn 5 off the carousel into straightaway 4th gear. Into turn 6, a left-hander, downshift to 3rd gear. He stays in 3rd through the short chute. Into the final turn 7, a right-hander, all the way down to 2nd gear. Now this long front straightaway, 2nd gear, 3rd gear, 4th gear, rounding out the start-finish line. Guys, these drivers will be shifted roughly a dozen times throughout without using the clutch.
And after next week, we might not be singing Ding Dong. After next week, we might be singing Ding Dong, the witch is dead. Yep, because only one more race, folks, that we have to deal with Fox. That is next week, the All-Star race at Dover. Yep, only one more race, folks, before we have Amazon Prime. But as of right now, this is the last points race for Fox, because next week the All-Star race is a non-points race. So this is the last points race for Fox. Pretty good conditions for Watkins Glen standards. I thought it was going to be raining throughout most of the day, and we had to bring out the rain tires. But looking at the sky right now, it looks pretty good. All right, 100 laps. Wow, 100 laps around this place. 245 miles. 20, 30, 50 is the stage breakdown. Pit road speed of 40 miles an hour. Fuel window 34 to 36 laps. Oh man. Yeah, because when you make your pit stops here at Watkins Glen, pit stops are a bit reversed. Instead of starting your pit cycle on the right side of the car, you start your pit cycle on the left side of the car. It's all reversed. That's nothing compared to 109 or 110 laps. It's normal. Yep. All right, as they make their way down through the short chute one final time under pit speeds, pace car distances itself away from the field. The crowd is on its feet, and to all the moms out there, happy Mother's Day to every one of you. This race is for you. As they make their way through turn 6 and coming into turn 7, into the restart zone just before turn 7, into the restart zone. SVG hits the gas, and the green flag is in the air. Let's go bowling at the Glen. We're underway in upstate New York. Already some tire breaking into the first corner. But looks like everyone gets through that cleanly. No harm, no foul. Now into the S's, one of the high-speed fast sections of the track. As everyone tries to get single file already, trying to get sorted out in line. Now coming into the bus stop chicane for the first time. As these couple cars back here are still trying to get sorted out. That's Tyler Reddick on the left side of Daniel Suarez. Now through the carousel and off turn 5 where that other section of track limits is there with that tire pack. Everyone gets through cleanly. Oh, 3 wide. Here comes Allmendinger trying to go underneath Ty Gibbs and Briscoe to no avail. And Briscoe still hanging tough with the 54 as SVG leads the first lap here at the Glen. But this battle for position still going on between Briscoe and Ty Gibbs as Ryan Blaney is up against Christopher Bell for the 7th position. And it looks as though Bell will hold off that challenge from Blaney, and Ty Gibbs slips in line right in front of Briscoe for 9th. There's Kyle Busch working his way past Denny Hamlin. As we got another battle for position as AJ Allmendinger tries to get on the right side of Chase Briscoe. I really saw he was coming off the carousel. It looks as though that's going to allow Carson Hocevar to try to take advantage. Side by side with the 16 coming off of 6. But it looks as though Allmendinger will hold off that challenge from Hocevar. And here comes Chastain to the inside, going into turn 1 on the inside of Austin Cindric. This is for the 3rd position. Oh, tight through the S's. Very tight. Oh! Very tight through the S's section of the corner. But it looks as though Chastain has the advantage coming into the bus stop chicane. And Chastain gets it. Now Zilisch is going to try to follow. Low contact coming off the bus stop chicane. And Zilisch squeezes through to the 4th position. And here comes Logano trying to take 5th from his teammate. And he's got it. Whoa! Looked like Christopher Bell got right into the back of the 2 car of Cindric. Kind of caught him off guard, but no harm, no foul. I was going to pass Zilisch! Well, you didn't. But as for the front 2, they have checked out from the field already. both SVG and Michael McDowell, who's surprisingly keeping pace with SVG for the early parts of this race. Mickey Logano meme is dead. He died after the fall Martinsville race last year. I mean, true that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of dead at this point. But he's still a Mickey Mouse champion, regardless. And we're looking at the footwork on Michael McDowell's cam, how he gets through this racetrack. Okay. Yeah, if you're right about that, John, so far McDowell is the only one who can keep up with SVG. Because look at the gap they have pulled over the rest of the field. It's about 4 seconds back to Chastain. But up front, it is still SVG picking up right where he left off last year at the Glen.
Imagine what you can do with an all-electric vehicle that gets there. Toyota, let's go places.
At Ace, we know with the new grill with charcoal, gas, pellet or grill, we've got the perfect grill.
Oh, and it looks as though Zilisch got by his teammate Chastain for the third position.
With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling.
Connor Zilisch trying to.
That sounds pretty perfect.
Yep, and now Zilisch passed Chastain. Now they're going to smuggle to pass him back. Yep. Connor Zilisch trying to give a special Mother's Day present to his mom by collecting his first career Cup Series win here at his so-called playground at Watkins Glen, because he's won three O'Reilly Series races in a row, 2024, 2025, and 2026 this year. Plus, he won the ARCA race in an ARCA race here in 2024 as well.
Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help people save hundreds. 1, 2, 3. Nailed it. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Buescher, cold and smooth survival skills. My watch is broken.
Yeah, I did see that, John. that was kind of smart on their part, in my opinion. They brought out a mattress in victory lane just in case Zilisch has a fall again. They came prepared that time. So that was kind of hilarious. Now here goes Reddick to the inside of Daniel Suarez. I don't know what for position that is. Oh, that's for 15th right now. This is for the 15th position. and it looks as though Suarez will hold off that challenge from Reddick. The last time we were on a road course, Tyler Reddick won, of course. That was the and he was the first driver ever to open up his season with 3 straight wins in a row. Grandpa, my car's slow! Don't complain about that, Ty. Just focus on your own race. This is why I don't like Fox hosting the Glen. Well, you don't have to worry about that next year. You don't have to worry about that next year, NASCAR fan, because next year Watkins Glen is in the chase. It's later in the year next year. Chase, what's going on with your car? Nothing. Being in 30th is the best, greatest feeling ever, interviewer. Not. Not. Hey Kyle, how is your car? Terrible, interviewer! RCR doesn't know what they're doing! Yeah, I just realized Chase Elliott in 30th. Yikes. From the highest of highs winning at Texas last week to probably like the lowest right now of this season. 30th place at Watkins Glen, a track that he's won at twice. Granted, it was a different car back then, but still. Gosh, man. Chase Briscoe has a pretty good scheme today. Yeah, I did see that. The Mobile 1 scheme. That's pretty dope if you ask me. Joe, what's going on with Hamlin? How am I supposed to know, interviewer? He sucks on road courses. That's not a good look for Joe Gibbs to say that. But Joe, he won in 2016. But that was a different car back then, interviewer. We're not in the Gen 6 anymore. Track rubber building up. Yeah, I saw it as they went through turn 7. I saw the track rubber build up. Yep. But Joe, he finished Second and 23rd. But that was nearly a caution-free race, interviewer. He got lucky that day. It looks as though everyone has settled into their positions right now. As the top three have kind of separated themselves from the rest of the field, both Gisbergen, McDowell, and Zilisch.
Chevy drivers need a truck that shows up the same way they do. That's why Chevy Silverado is number one in manufacturer loyalty. So they can go where others won't and always get it done. As long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Well, qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado, or $7,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Plus, eligible military personnel can get $1,000 bonus cash on most Chevy models. Bubble your insurance with Liberty and save hundreds.
And Fox is doing worse camera angles again. Where? Are you talking about in turn 6 where the camera angle is a bit lower?
Stubble and shake. It's not it. Bumble and save. Bundle, connect, crumble and save. Who gave them crackers? Cuddle and wait. You know, that's close enough. Only pay for what you need.
I mean, true. The higher camera angle is a bit better, but I honestly don't have an opinion about the lower camera angle in turn 6. I honestly have no opinion about that.
Uniquely designed for body hair, as well as 0% mixed cuts and irritation. So men never have to make those faces again. And can confidently
Chastain, Logano, Cindric, and Blaney are struggling to catch up to Zilisch. Yeah. Yep. I mean, this is Zilich's playground after all, if you want to call it that. Whoa, 3 wide as Tyler Reddick tries to go on the inside of Carson Hocevar. Oh, that got tight there. And Tyler Reddick somehow made it work. It looked as though John Hunter Nemechek tried to follow through, but gets blocked by Byron. Now Nemechek's going to try again in the bus stop chicane, but thinks better of it. Wait, huh? Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got in the grass. Where? Where? Was it at the exit of the bus stop chicane? Oh, that was the second commercial? Wow. Oh, on the start. On the start? Oh, I see. Yep, there's the tire buildup through the carousel. Oh yeah, that's right. This is another track with the new lower, shorter spoiler and the higher horsepower package that these drivers are running on road courses and on tracks under 1.5 miles in length. Here's Austin Dillon on pit lane, trying a different strategy. It looks like it's down and away. Hmm. 3-stop race, Larry Mack says. As Chris Buescher is all over the back bumper of Christopher Bell through the carousel. And it looks as though Christopher Bell's going to let him by. He knew that Buescher was faster, and Buescher takes the 10th spot away from Bell. Here comes Tyler Reddick in for his first service of the race. Along with Zane Smith, Noah Gregson, also on pit lane. Kyle Larson's on pit lane as well. Alex Bowman. And these are some of the drivers who are mired back in traffic. Some were deep in the field, so they're trying different strategies to hopefully gain track position when the stage yellow comes out. Here's Connor Zilisch on pit lane. Same with Michael McDowell and Ty Gibbs on pit lane as well. Christopher Buescher's on pit lane. Zilisch down and away. Same with McDowell. Wait, did Zilisch just leapfrog ahead of McDowell there? I don't know. Daniel Suarez is on pit lane. Todd Gilliland. William Byron's pitting. Chase Briscoe's on pit lane. Custer, Keselowski, Barry. Yeah, pretty much half the field is already pitted. Trying to gain some track position. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole field almost. And here comes the leader. SVG's on pit lane. Yep, because the leader, SVG, to cross pit lane while he was on pit road. So now the pits are closed. Oh look, the cheating watermelon has stolen the show, followed by the Lagooner and Ryan fucking Blaney. Yeah, it looks as though it's going to be a battle between these three drivers, Chastain, Logano, and Blaney, for the stage win, trying to get some stage points. As we're now on the final lap of stage one. Well, this was a relatively tame first stage. I just noticed that criminal Cody Ware 14th. What? At least he's not going to get any stage points. So there's that. All right, and Ross Chastain will win stage number 1 at the Glen. Relatively first stage tame race. A relatively tame first stage, I meant to say. All right, and there's the yellow. So Ross Chastain wins stage number 1. Stage 2 coming up next at the Glen.
Something even smarter than Alan?
I don't think so. Yeah, he's very smart. Yeah.
A whole new species of Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years. At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long. Every for $1 down, $15 a month, no commitment. Deal ends May 15th.
Hawaii was the best. I made new friends like right away, and everything tastes like sunshine or something. Mom says we're definitely coming back, but I don't think we should leave.
That's it. We're switching teams.
You can just switch.
Just switch to Verizon. Buy the new iPhone 17 on Monday. This Mother's Day, switch on to Verizon and get iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all on us. Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tonic dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing. I asked my doctor about treating my TD with Ingrezza. Number 1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden potentially fatal swelling in eyes, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems.
And a top 15 stage for the criminal. Yeah, that's not going to last long, though.
These might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Here's what we'll say about the road to greatness. Being bored is synonymous with racing. Gotta keep pushing. It sure isn't paved. The challenge just eliminated. I think that this is the way that racing championships should be decided. I think every week matters, and the winning win scenario was great. Now, yesterday we saw Kyle Larson come back on the racetrack 84 laps down, and to try to get one extra point possibly as that race ended. He lost the regular season championship by 1 point last year, and I think when you start to see those things, every moment matters now with the way that the chase format is. Check out the all-new Fox Sports digital show Speed with Harvick and Buxton, fueled by Poet. Subscribe to Speed on Fox on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And we're back as we're still working through this stage 1 caution. Whoa. Oh, wow. Wow. Herbst got the final stage point. My gosh. That was a bit hairy there between Herbst, McDowell, and Wallace. And here come the drivers that did not stop under that first stage. Wait, Christopher Bell was one of the drivers that did not stop? I could have sworn he did. I could have sworn Christopher Bell was one of the drivers that stopped before the stage end. I guess not.
Something even smarter than Alan?
I don't think so. Yeah, he's very smart.
A whole new species of Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years. With Wendy's new Biggie Deals, you can snack any way you want. Because I'm not just a bag, I'm worth 3 Biggie Deals you can choose from. Shotgun! Consider me a passenger princess. A Biggie Deal for any size younger, only at Wendy's. Turn heads. In the totally redesigned Subaru Outback. Road tested, top proof. Get 2.9% APR financing on select new Subaru Outback models. I'll have another. Make it a double. Who are you talking to? Principal server. He's from San Diego.
Dad, Mom thinks she's at a resort again.
And she told me, we would rather not resort to a virtual resort. This is much better in real life. It matters where you stay. Looking good, babe.
Cheers.
Thanks, Steve. You're not from San Diego, are you? Book your summer stay now. Or the stay.
After my car accident, I wondered what my case was worth. So I called the Barnes firm.
I'm Rich Barnes. Is your accident case worth more than insurance offered? Call the Barnes firm now to find out. You might be surprised. You're bad here. You know, I thought growing up would be the worst. Bills, responsibility, payments. But then I found a way to hack it all. It's called AAA. Grown-up perks, zero grown-up stress. Insurance and roadside assistance. It's cool. I've got AAA. And don't forget, that big discounts on dining and travel. With AAA, it pays to be a member. A little more whipped cream, please. Yeah. When the truck hit my son, I had so many questions about his case. I called the Barnes firm. It was the best call I could have made. Call the Barnes firm now and find out what your case could be worth.
New Sensodyne Clinical Repair is absolutely amazing. When your teeth are sensitive and need special care, new Sensodyne Clinical Repair creates a protective shield over those exposed areas that can help repair sensitive areas of teeth after 60 seconds. I recommend Sensodyne Clinical Repair.
This is Arby's pulled pork and chopped brisket. This is the juicy result of slow smoking meat for up to 13 hours. And this is you forgetting time exists and getting lost in the sauce.
Arby's, we have the meat. This summer, the biggest tournament on the planet comes to America. You'll see it all right here on Fox. The 2026 FIFA World Cup kicks off June 11th on Fox and FS1. We're at the end of stage one, the shortest of 3 stages at Watkins Glen. 23 laps now complete. Shane Van Gisbergen has led 20 of the 23 laps. Alice Chastain, the other 3. And Ty Gibbs was 8th before green flag red stops. Got a big gain there. 8 is now 4th.
Dang. It's quite a gain for Ty Gibbs. As Mike George had said, he was around 28th when after he made his pit stop under that first stage. He's up to 4th now. And I think they're coming to the choose rule, which is in between the exit of the bus stop and the beginning of the carousel right there. So it's Gisbergen, McDowell, Zilisch, Gibbs, Buescher, Reddick, Suarez, Dillon, Briscoe, and Kyle Busch, the top 10. All right, the piss car pulls away from the field. He's coming onto pit road now as they come into the restart zone just before turn 7. And Gisbergen gets on the gas. Oh, not quite clear of McDowell there, but green flag is back out. Stage 2 underway. 3 wide. Austin Dillon trying to make something work underneath Suarez and Buescher. Oh, Buescher gets really wide there, almost into the tire barrels there. No harm, no foul. Everyone makes through cleanly. Oh, hang on with Savar. Everyone diving down to the inside as they go into the bus stop chicane. Careful, careful, careful. Whoa. Still beating and banging as everyone trying to get sorted out. There's Eric Jones and there's Larson getting beaten in the back bumper by Zane Smith. Whoa! Hold on a minute. What's going on with Larson now? What's going on? What in the world is going on with Larson there? He's wiggling that car back and forth, coming off the carousel. There's Cindric! Oh, watch out! And they're still beating and banging. Jeez, Cindric! My gosh! Larson trying to get in line. Gets into Keselowski there. Yeah, he had enough. Larson had enough. He had to get in line. And that just cost Keselowski some time there. Oh my gosh. A lot of beating and banging and a lot of jostling around as Keselowski still loses time. Here comes Elliott to his inside through the carousel. This is deep in the field now. Seems like Kyle Burger King Crown Larson is struggling with his car. Oh, here comes Zilisch to the inside of McDowell, going for second, and Zilisch is through. Now Michael McDowell has Ty Gibbs all over him. Ty, pass Zilisch. That's my task today. I know what I'm doing, Grandpa. Now it seems as though Zilisch is now keeping pace with SVG as he's starting to close the gap on the 97. So we got a battle between Ryan Blaney and Alex Bowman. This is for 19th, and Blaney takes that spot. Yikes. Dang, Keselowski's back to 36. Oh my gosh. I just noticed that. I just saw that. Hey, Rick Hendrick, what happened to Larson, Byron, and Bowman? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, interviewer. Whoa. Slicing and dicing through the field. So now starting to see a battle for the third position as Ty Gibbs is trying to find a way around the 71 of Michael McDowell. But still, McDowell continues to hold his ground. Does the 51 car have its own shop, or is it in the RCR shop? I want to say it has its own shop, but since it's an since it's a technical alliance with RCR, I think it's in the RCR shop. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. I saw a video. So there probably is. Oh, the 51 is in the RCR shop? Okay, that's news to me. Man, look at that Connor Zilisch right now. He is still continuing to keep pace with SVG. Still keeping up with him. I know he's still got a long ways to go, and anything can and will still happen, unless it stays like this for the last stage, all single file, and very little to nothing changes. Looks as though Zilich's advantage, like we saw in the truck race on Friday, his advantage is coming up through the yeses and breaking into the bus stop chicane. That's where that's where Zilich seems to be has his strong point. Everywhere else, SVG has him covered.
Just like qualified yesterday, and Gisbergen has the advantages, especially from the middle of the bus stop on. He gets through it, he gets off a little better with Connor Zilisch. You know what, though? I am impressed with Connor Zilisch. I know they're in the same equipment, same race card, but he is keeping it.
Mhm. Yep. Oh, he took a peek to his inside. Zilisch took a peek to his inside, entering the yeses, but to no avail. But this is his strong point through the yeses. And as they come into the bus stop chicane, he's going to try to peek once again to his inside. Nope, not this time though. I think Shane will let Connor by, and they will take turns leading. Maybe. Hmm. When they raced in the O'Reilly Series in 2025 together, they took turns. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they were taking turns until that mishap happened.
And Josh just behind him, Tyler Reddick at the 45, up 10 spots since the start of this race. This has been a challenging road course for Tyler. And I talked to his crew chief, Billy Scott, and he said they applied something at Circuit of the Americas earlier in the season. And obviously, he went to victory lane. They were able to apply that here. Car so far, so good, but he did get some damage on the left front down into turn one earlier. Crew checked it out. All looks good. They made an air pressure adjustment to help him out.
Fastest through the bus stop. Look at these times. On average, the laps that we have won.
Fastest through the bus stop? No surprise. SVG continues.
Well, that's SVG's advantage, but it sure looks like we've got one of the most important sections on the racetrack based upon the running order and fastest bus stop times. They're identical.
Yeah, nothing much. Still, not much changing afterwards. Says SVG continues to lead as we're about halfway through the second stage.
Win in the back, we'll crawl through that. The more chores you do, the more perks you get. I'll get 2 weeks in underwear.
What happens after 2 weeks?
Throw all this up, start over.
The toilet spot. I'm on it. This gives me a week's supply of cupcakes.
Hey, girl.
Red winner, in case you get the lead rate. Special ticket pricing now available. I've doubted myself more times than I can count. Heard every opinion. Read every headline. When you're surrounded by the right people, you learn it's about more than just racing. It's about why you're racing. Who you're racing for. And when you realize that, you take control of your story. Are you one of the millions surprised by rising prices? Well, AT&T just raised your rates. You have rights. I'm not entirely sure what they are because I'm a lawyer, not just a champion British actor. But I do know this. Right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile. They'll give you $400 plus pay off your phone up to $800 when you switch. And with T-Mobile's price guarantee on their experience plans, they will raise the price of your rate plans for 5 years. Join T-Mobile and I guarantee you won't look back.
on tea too much. I feel like an actual lawyer. This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chopped brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Is your roof leaking?
Are your headlights too bright?
Can hands read?
When you bundle home and auto for 24/7 protection, Progressive handles all these worries and more. Because there's always more worries. Always.
Hate bending down and touching your shoes. Here they are, new Skechers Aeroburst running shoes. They're best. Plus, they come in hands-free Skechers slip-ins. You'll go from zombie to zoom.
Skechers Aeroburst, scary fast.
At the end of the day, we're all chasing something. Imagine what we could do with an all-electric vehicle that gets you. Toyota, let's go places.
Next weekend, NASCAR heads to Dover, home of the 2026 All-Star Race. The Truck Series kicks off the weekend Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern on FS1. On Saturday, the All-Weather Yellow Run Series will hit the track at 4 p.m. Eastern on the CW. And Sunday, the Cup Series All-Stars will battle it out for $1 million at 1 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
And we're back at Watkins Glen.
Two leaders and usually this car to compare them there.
Yeah, what you're actually going to see is Connor's going to have a little more straightaway speed down here. Might drive it in just a little bit harder where there's the brakes right there. But you see just a little bit more roll speed right through the center right there. A little bit lower pointing better in the second half of that second lap.
Oh, that foxtrot shows how difference shows the difference between who's better where between SVG and Zilisch. The All-Star race should have stayed at North Wilkesboro. I'm kind of fine with North Wilkesboro being a points race again, honestly. But Dover Motor Speedway, it deserves better. Give it Dover Motor Speedway its points race back.
It's not easy to make mistakes and still win the race. You see it with Shane to road courses all the time.
We'll move the All-Star race to Charlotte or something. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that.
Leads a lap here today. It will be his first in the Cup Series. Here's his radio.
Dang. Yeah, no kidding. No pressure out back because those two combined have opened up to about a 6-second advantage over McDowell. Oh, yellow. Caution's out. What's the yellow for? Whoa, what is that? What is that? What? What the? Is that a kid? Okay. Jeez. It's a lot of wind blowing on this racetrack, and it ended up in the infield at first. Then it rolled onto the track. Wow. Okay. All right. So it looks like a canopy or someone's tent that blew onto the track. Well, there's something you don't see every day, folks.
The Subaru Outback, built to achieve the highest safety ratings possible. Love is what makes Subaru Subaru. Get 2.9% APR financing on select new Subaru Outback models.
This roasted salmon with the Mediterranean spice blend, the pomegranate glaze, the flaky fillet. It's at Cava, where we thoughtfully source ingredients and prepare them in-house. We're about food that makes you feel good. Glazed salmon, now at Cava.
At Wayfair, delivery and setup can be as easy as, well, doing nothing.
They decided to do an all-star race at Dover, but when I'm graduating that day. Yeah, but like I said, you can like record the race on your TV or whatever streaming device you have. And as I said, you're not required to, but you don't have to watch my live reactions when I do that next week for the All-Star race at Dover. You don't have to tune into the live reactions I'm doing next week. Don't want to be spoiled.
No sweat. And when it's time to recharge, Lovesac keeps me exactly where I want to be. Immersed in every game, every play, every moment. Because it's built for life. My life. Encuentra más ahorros a diario en Ralph's. Mezcla y combina tus artículos favoritos participantes. Compra 3 y recibe 3 gratis. Y asado tri-tip sin recordar selecto USDA. Solo $6.99 la libra. Ralph's. En Socal más de 150 años.
Under caution in Watkins Glen with 10 to go in stage 2. What do we do, Bernard? Yeah, Mike, there's going to be 9 to go when they get around here with the pits open. If you're going to flip the stage, you were going to come 3 or 4 laps from now on out. I think if you're going to win this race, you better pit now. It's not a mistake, but we know some near the back. They're going to stay out and try
A lot of decisions. Do you pit or do you not? Everyone's lining up. Who comes in and who stays out? Oh, McDowell stays out. Same with Daniel Suarez. And a few others stay out. And SVG down and away. He easily wins the race off pit lane. The beautiful caution. When that canopy or tent blundered onto the racetrack because of the winds blowing. I guess you could say that.
So with all of these Hilton Honors points, I could stay for free. Along with Astoria and Maldives? Yep. Hilton Honors, babe. What about Canopy Paris with Hilton Honors? How long has that been here? And there's no blackout dates. Hilton Honors, baby. There's no way the Conrad's was included. When you want points that can take you anywhere, Hilton Honors, babe. Anytime. It matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Faced with two aggressive storms. Cause never. We have a small window. Time must be perfect.
All right.
The
Hold on a minute. All right. Oh boy, got a few drivers that stayed out during that caution. McDowell, Suarez, Bell, Wallace, Herbst, Nemechek. Those are some of the drivers. Those are the drivers that did not stop. Those are the 6 drivers that did not stop under that caution. How is this gonna turn out when they get the restart with about 7 laps to go? Complaining about marbles on the track. The tire marbles on the track. That's a lot of marbles spread out across the track. Oh my. This could be a wild restart, as we got the first 6 drivers in front of the rest of the field who pitted, but the first 6 drivers, they did not stop. So McDowell is the control car coming into the restart zone with about 7 laps to go in stage 2. McDowell's on the gas. And here we go. Oh, contact as he tried to clear up his teammate, Daniel Suarez. Somehow they make it through cleanly. 7 laps to go in the second stage. Here we go. Oh, and there goes Herbst around in turn 1. As for Nemechek, he is really holding up this crowd back here. My gosh. And that's going to cost Zilisch a lot of time there. As SVG, he's easily making quick work. There's a little bit of contact between Tyler Reddick. And around goes Willie Byron in front of the field. Watch out, watch out. Gillen gets spun out. Everybody's scattering for position. Somehow we still green. Somehow we're still green. Oh, but Byron's got a top toe link. That's a toe link issue right there. He's crab walking it now. Yeah, Byron's done, unfortunately. Shane Van Gisbergen, he's on it right now. Past Bubba Wallace. That's for the 3rd position. Oh, but Wallace trying to fight back. But to no avail. The zesty fuckfest is occurring in the bus stop. Who saw that coming? Yeah, Byron makes it on pit lane. We stay green. Somehow that wasn't a yellow. I don't know how. And there goes SVG right by Daniel Suarez. No contest. All right, what happened with Byron? How did this get sorted out? Oh! And Todd Gillen got a piece of that as well. He's got spun out. Oh, there's where the toe link got broken. Ryan Blaney made contact with him. Oof. Wow. I think that was Cindric. He just missed it. There's Buescher's on board. Yep, Buescher got in the back of the 24. Oh, Christopher Bell. Oh, whoa. Yikes. Wait low key. If there is cautions, he can catch. And there goes SVG right by McDowell. No contest. It's that tire advantage once again. There goes Reddick to the inside of McDowell, going for second. No contest. That's the difference between old tires and new tires right there. But as for the other driver who was keeping up with Shane Van Gisbergen through the majority of the second stage, Connor Zilisch, he really hasn't gone anywhere. He has gone nowhere. It is all because of that jam up in the bus stop. Yep. Hey, Alessandro. Both RCR cars in the top 10 currently. Yep, Austin Dillon, he's up to 5th right now, past Bubba Wallace, and here comes his teammate Kyle Busch coming into the mix now. Yep, McDowell is really sliding that car around. Meanwhile, for 6th spot, here comes Kyle Busch to the inside of Bubba Wallace. No contest. As Kyle Busch takes that position away. The Indy 500 is 2 weeks from now. Will I do a live stream for that race? Of course I will. Of course I will. And McDowell loses another position as Austin Dillon gets by him. And here comes Kyle Busch trying to follow. And both RCR cars in the top 5. Yeah, McDowell's in trouble right here. He's in trouble. Pretty sure RC is probably going like, I told you, interviewer, I got the best cars out there. Look where they're running. Look where they're running, interviewer, and you kept downing me. Meanwhile, coming to the final lap in stage 2 now. Yep. As for Connor Zilisch, he's just gone by Bubba Wallace now. Now he's trying to find his way around Michael McDowell. And he's going to make quick work of that. Yep, there he goes. Now, no contest at all. And then it looks as though they're gonna lose another position as Chase Briscoe is on the inside of Bubba Wallace. He takes that before they enter the bus stop. Oh my gosh. And here goes Briscoe all over the back bumper of the 71. Holy cow. Through turn 6. They don't call SVG the road course specialist for nothing. Through turn 7. And that's stage 2 win for SVG at Watkins Glen. Trying to go back-to-back at the Glen. He's got the stage 2 win. And look at that. Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch, 4th and 5th, as everyone scrambles to the line for that last stage point. And Bubba Wallace hangs on. Wow. I really like Bubba Wallace's Hardee's paint scheme. Yeah, I like that since Hardee's took over from McDonald's. Yeah, since Hardee's took over from McDonald's. That's a really dope scheme that Bubba Wallace is rocking today.
Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine.
Naked and afraid goes global.
This is a brand new challenge.
It's us against the world. National pride
Team Australia, better catch up.
is on the line.
It's really the best of the best in this world of showdown.
I want the Americans out. Naked and Afraid Global Showdown. New series on Discovery. Aren't you tired of the discomfort and back pain? The days of awful chairs are over. Meet the Viper Chair, America's #1 rated chap chair, made right here in the USA. The Viper Chair lets up for any surface with large industrial-grade castings. Immediate lower back pain with a perfectly angled backrest and sit comfortably for hours with a thick, durable seat. The sturdy metal base provides stability and prevents tipping. Trusted by the best, Viper chairs are designed for every job, automotive, decaf, or anything else you like to do in the garage. So stop wasting your money buying cheap shop stools and get yourself a Viper chair, handcrafted right here in America. Don't miss out on the biggest deal of the year. Save up to $200 on select packages, plus free shipping on orders. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Check ViperIndustrial.com. That's VYPER Industrial.com. This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast. Stage 2 is complete at Watkins Glen New York. Here's the battle. The last stage was behind ninth place Briscoe. Close at the line. Give that final point to Bobby Wallace.
Yeah, not Michael McDowell. Yeah, they stayed out to get stage points. He got 0 out of it. So we'll see how this strategy works out when everybody's has the option to pit. But not looking good, Jamie.
Shane Van Gisbergen's team has already pitted him twice. They've been steady today, done a good job. They haven't been the fastest on pit road this year, but they're only one of 3 teams that have not made a mistake, and they're a good group of guys. Let's meet Team 97.
Well, meaning the 97 crew. Brendan Foley, Evan Marshall, Austin Holland, Jared Newsom, and Marshall McFadden. The Jackman of SVG's pit crew is afraid of raccoons? What? Why? Why? Oh my gosh.
Guys, I think we'll see some split stuff go on right here. I think if you're way back in the pack, you may come to pit road and fresh tires, but if I'm up front, I'm staying out. I'm going to get inside that fuel window, and then we'll make our pit stop.
Oh! Nope. Nope. Yeah, for the drivers that did not stop under that last caution, they're coming in. McDowell's down and away. And Bubba Wallace is down and away. All right, hold on a minute. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back.
And SVG, looks like a two-horse race the rest of the way, or does maybe Tyler Reddick have a little late race magic like he did on the last road course when he was first and SVG wound up second?
Don't want to count Reddick out for sure. I think you got to keep your eye on Connor Zilisch. The other thing to keep in mind here is McDowell has pitted. Tires have made a huge difference. I don't know if he can drive from 25th back to the front, but if we get a long green flag right here, they have to make green flag pit stops. There's such a amount of tire fall up here. It can make a huge difference, Chris, when these guys decide to pit and how long those cars can hang on.
Yeah, man, Pittsburgh has won 5 of the last 6 road courses. The only he didn't win in that stretch was the one that Tyler Reddick did win. All right, let's go back to the booth. Thanks, Chris. Here's a look at the inner loop of the bus stop. There at the end of the back straightaway from our aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear.
All right, they just went through the choose rule. That's located in between the exit of the bus stop and just at the beginning of the carousel. At the end of this race, we could see SVG versus Reddick for the win, or could it be Zilisch if he can get near the lead again? Yeah, because under that restart, he got stuck in traffic. Zilisch got stuck in traffic and was trying his best to avoid that little scuffle there at the exit of the bus stop when Byron got contact from Blaney, and Todd Gillen spun out as well. So it's going to be a little tough for him to try to get back to the front, but we'll see. All right, through the restart zone, SVG easily takes off as the green flag is back out in the air. Final stage underway at the Glen. Everybody's stacking up through the field, trying to get sorted out. 2 wide up through the yeses. Zilisch makes up 1 position, right past Cindric. That's for 7th. As you see deep in the field, they're still trying to get sorted out as we get into the bus stop chicane. Oh, Briscoe goes through the dirt just a little bit. But everyone still makes it through cleanly, surprisingly. Meanwhile, seeing Denny Hamlin, I think he was trying to make a move on Ryan Preece there, but to no avail. There goes Denny Hamlin trying once again on the inside of Preece as they go into turn 1, and Hamlin's got it this time, up to 11th right now. Oh, and there goes Zane Smith on the inside of Logano. That's for 16th. Whoa. Todd Gillen and Alex Bowman going at it right there for position. No harm, no foul. And yeah, Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch running in the top 5 right now, 4th and 5th. How about that for both RCR teammates? If they keep this up, they'll be in position for a decent finish. Could they possibly go for the win? That's yet to be determined. Whoa. Saw a bit of a lockup there. Same with Preece. As they're still jockeying for position deep in the field there. It looks as though pretty much for the most part everyone gets sorted out into their positions for now. Oh, and here comes Zilisch to the inside of Buescher. That caught me by surprise. That's one position down, another position down for Zilisch, trying to make his way back to the front. Richard, what are you going to do to keep Zilisch behind your cars? Block like hell, Colin Austin, block like hell. But up front, it is still SVG continuing to dominate in upstate New York.
At Ace, we know with the U grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or grill, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, we're gonna need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Mom, I got it.
Change happens fast. Lock in your internet price for 5 years and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Sarah Benzino. Brandon Foley. Tomatsky Auto Body.
Oh, and Stenhouse takes another position away from Bowman. As Bowman's about to lose another spot, and here comes, it's criminal Cody Ware. Now, what's going on? What's going on with Bowman? What is going on with Bowman?
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
What's the right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. Jack Daniel starts here. From caged spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey. Made by those who pour everything into their craft. That's what makes Jack.
Cal's crew chief. Whoa, Logano went wide. Or did he get spun out? I'm guessing he got spun out because he was really wide. Oh, he's got a flat. Logano's got a flat. Left front is down on that 22 car. Oh boy. Yeah, there's debris coming off that car. He's trying to nurse it back around. Oh, and there goes the carcass. There goes the carcass. Yep, caution's out. There's the yellow. Kyle's crew chief. Zilisch is catching you. Fuck you. Thanks, Captain Obvious. That was probably how he was responding. And how did Logano go wide or something? Yeah, he went really wide. Oh my gosh. He really flat spotted that left front. He really flat spotted that left front. And there goes the carcass. There goes his tire. Joey Laguna is moaning for mercy. Oh my gosh. Jackster Fett is a card. Jackster Fett is a character, man. I hate this. I hate this season so much. I'm so pissed right now. And ironically, this is an even number year where Logano usually makes the chase and possibly in contention for the championship, even though he's been mid all season. Oh my gosh. Laguna is having a shit fucking show of a season this year. Even year Logano is no more. Yep. For the most part, yes. All right. They're coming to pit lane. Oh, nope. Okay, what? Why? Why? Okay. Split decision much. Split decision, I guess. Zilisch down and away. Watch out. And Kyle Busch just lost a lot of spots on that pit sequence. Well, split decision as much as the top two stay out. Both Gisbergen and Reddick stay out while the rest of the field pits. How will this turn out on the long run?
Here we are now. Because it's not just the home we protect, it's all the memories you make there. Nice work, you two. Come on, buddy. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Upstate.
Wait a minute. Others did not stop too? Others didn't stop too? Now, Allmendinger, Wallace. I saw those. Hold on. So it's Gisbergen, Reddick, Allmendinger, Wallace, McDowell, Nemechek, Custer, Berry, Suarez. All right. Huh.
We've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, we can leave in stock with service so good it's guaranteed.
Okay. Alright, this is the new Ally commercial. Good. Good.
Ally helps millions spend smarter and save more for the things that matter most to them. That's why we're the bank that's your ally.
This is Arby's pulled pork and chopped brisket. This is the juicy result of slow smoking meat for up to 13 hours. And this is you forgetting time exists and getting lost in the sauce.
Arby's, we have the meats. Push guy, cold and smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles, make note of recognizable landmarks, like that. What's wrong with going in circles? Different circles, Ross. Okay. And for the mountains. We're just 2 weeks away from the greatest spectacle in racing. It's the Indianapolis 500. Only on Fox Sunday, May 24th. All the pageantry, tradition, and excitement of Indy. Don't miss it. Here at Watkins Glen, a couple of developing stories under caution. Riley Herbst too fast entering third. Restart at the back.
Oof.
Car off the lead lap, including a fire 3 laps down. And Kyle Busch has been suffering from a sinus cold all week. Lost 5 spots on that pit stop. He was asked to have medical attention available after the race.
Ew. Hope he's alright. Hope Kyle Busch is okay in that car. Honestly, I wish the night before in the Indy 500, the Dodgers and Yankees would have their series on Fox, which they don't play each other until the summer. That would be a mega weekend for Fox. Holy cow. Yeah. Wow. Mm-hmm. 12 to 13 qualifying laps? Huh. How will that work? As the front drivers did not stop under that yellow. All right, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The front 9 drivers did not stop under that caution, and they cannot make it to the end of this race. We'll find out. SVG easily takes off once again as they're rolling through turn 7. 37 laps to go, back under green flag conditions at the Glen. Oh, Reddick trying to challenge SVG as they come off the first corner. Not much of a contest there. Not much contest there as SVG once again pulls up to an early lead, pulls about 2 car lengths over Reddick. As everybody jostling for position deeper in the field, those are the drivers that pitted for fresh tires. So they go into the bus stop chicane. Cleanly make it through. Watch the tire barriers. Don't get too wide there. 3 wide. Eric Jones trying to split underneath Jones and Priest. Oh, here goes Ryan Priest now on the bumper of Kyle Busch. Oh, McDowell tried to take a peek on AJ Allmendinger there, but no avail. Yep. Yep. Gotta manage those tires. Yep. Don't slide them. Don't slide them. Talk about different strategies in play here in the later stages of this race. Whoa. Oh, man. You don't want to lock up too much as Briscoe forces it underneath Cole Custer. That's for the 11th position, and Briscoe takes it. Oh, yep, Allmendinger, he's closing on Reddick right now. Even though they'll still have to pit later on. They still have to pit. But Allmendinger and McDowell both putting pressure on Reddick. Oh, there's another lockup. Here goes Zilisch underneath Josh Berry while Ty Gibbs looks for a position on John Nemechek, and he's got it. Whoa, look out! Oh my goodness. It's another lockup that Zilisch did coming into the bus stop chicane. Here comes Zilisch underneath John Nemechek. He's got it. He's got the position. He's trying to catch up to Ty Gibbs to try to be the first driver on tires. And there goes another position. That's Ty Gibbs just past Bubba Wallace. While Allmendinger, he's on the inside of Tyler Reddick. He's trying to go for second, and Reddick's not going to fight it. Allmendinger to second. With how great Shane Van Gisbergen is at on road courses, it gives the impression that he just toys with the field. And thank you, Michael McDonald, for knocking out Tyler's red dick out of the zesty podium. Jeez, what is going on with Zilisch? He is locking up that right front a lot. I noticed. He's really locking up that right front a lot. That's another position that Ty Gibbs gained on. Just got by Tyler Reddick. That's for fourth. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. SVG trying to gap himself, or at the moment he's hoping for another yellow so he can hopefully make it on fuel, but he still has to pit regardless. He still has to pit regardless. Yep. Yep, there it is, right there. Oh. You're gonna have Daniel Suarez, Ross Chastain battling for position right there.
With the new Sonic Rewards program, things are looking up. Whatever you're craving, you get rewarded for treating yourself. Sign up for the new Sonic Rewards program today and get a free drink or Sonic Smash with minimum purchase. Live free, eat Sonic.
Chevy drivers need a truck that shows up the same way they do. That's why Chevy Silverado is #1 in manufacturer loyalty. So they can go where others won't and always get it done. As long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Well, qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado or $7,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Plus, eligible military personnel can get $1,000 bonus cash on most Chevy models.
What does Skechers' new Aeroburst and Skechers race car have in common? Both cut through the wind with hypersonic speed and feature Goodyear rubber for incredible grip. However, one takes a whole team, and the other, you just step in and run. Go fast the easy way in new Skechers Aeroburst.
Oh, Catherine Legg goes spinning. Catherine Legg went for a spin. She's slow rolling on the track. Is that going to draw a caution? Is that going to draw a caution? Wait a second. What is she doing? Oh, Reddick's pinning. Grandpa, get me away from Zilisch! That's on you, Ty. That's for you to figure out. And Catherine Legg's pink titty mobile has spun out at the end of the bus stop. Oh my gosh. Where is Catherine Legg? Because the leaders are coming up on her. Are they? Where is she? Where is she? Oh, she moved off the track. Okay. Nope. There's Catherine Legg. Bubba Wallace on pit road now. He's down and away. Yeah, they have to make it. They have to make a pit stop because they cannot make it on fuel. Yeah, for real. Here goes McDowell on the inside of Allmendinger. That's the second spot. That's for the second spot. And Allmendinger's easily going to let Ty Gibbs pass. Short shift. I guess so. And there goes Zilisch right by Allmendinger. Another huge lockup for Zilisch. Another big lockup for Zilisch. And here comes McDowell on pit lane. Yep, McDowell give it up. Nope. Is SVG pitting this time by? Yes, he is. SVG on pit lane. So that hands the lead over to Ty Gibbs. Yep. Grandpa, I'm leading! Stay focused, Ty. SVG down and away.
Connor Zilisch or some of these guys can't make it, there's going to be several cars that try to make it. Oh, absolutely.
How?
There may be some
Hmm. So it could be a fuel mileage race, I'm hearing? It could be a fuel mileage race? That's what I'm getting at? Hmm. Ryan Blaney's on pit lane. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And that's the gap right now between between Gibbs and Zilisch. Ty Gibbs already looking for his second career win and his first win on a road course. Hmm. That doesn't sound pretty convincing for Randall Burnett if he just did a shrug right there. Hmm. Yep, you're on your own at this point. You are on your own. Yep. Some saying they can make it. Some saying they're being told to save fuel, save. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Allmendinger's giving it up. He's on pit lane.
We actually sold the twins baby.
Oasis Breeze 10 and 5.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
We might not see another yellow. Could be.
Finally have a reason to wear my bottomless chaps.
You've been squatting. You've been doing squats.
Yes, I have been. Thank you. Bottomless abs for $9.99. Bush guy, bold and smooth survival skills. Red touches yellow, it'll kill a fellow. But blue touches white, it's light. And for the mountains. Back later.
Isn't that her only uniform?
I've got us. Tide Evo is a new detergent. It's super easy to use. With 6 layers of cleaning power that instantly activates to make grass stains disappear. New Tide Evo.
And Logano's going to finally get by Ty Gibbs. Logano was having a hard time trying to get around Ty Gibbs to unlap himself, and he finally does. Logano, one of the drivers that just pitted, and look what's happened. The gap has shrunk to about 9/10 of a second. The gap has shrunken to about 8/10 of a second now. I don't know if that's going to change as the race progresses. I don't know. Meanwhile, for Shane Van Gisbergen, easily makes his way past Ty Dillon in the 10. And look at the gap right now. The gap has shrunk to about half a second. Zilisch is coming. He's trying to get there. He's trying to get to Ty Gibbs. I don't know how much fuel he saved, but he is trying to close the gap. Yep. Zilisch using the drive to his advantage. Yep, Ty Gibbs is really moving that car around. Oh boy, he is really moving that car around. Yep, Ty Gibbs trying to save fuel, but Zilisch wants to go. He wants to go. Yep, the gap has closed. Yes, yeah, he sure did. Logano did race him hard. And that has shrunk the gap down to about 0.3 of a second. But this is where Zilisch has been strong all race long, up through the yeses. This is where Zilich's strong point. Yep. And SVG, he is on the prowl right now. SVG is on the prowl as he just pitted. After he just pitted. Since 16th. Why did you have to say something, NASCAR fan? Why? That criminal Cody Ware. Oh, great. Well, he's not winning anyways, so. Here comes Todd Gillen on pit lane. Gillen's giving it up. This is where Zilisch was strongest. He's closing up to the back row for the 54. Is he going to try to go for the move? Yes, he is. Here comes Zilisch. Not much. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Zilisch took a peek, but not quite close enough to make the move and dive on him. Because Zilisch is applying the pressure to Ty Gibbs now. He is really applying the pressure. He wants that first career win in the Cup Series. He's trying to become the third driver to score his first Cup Series win. And he is dogging Ty Gibbs. 3 wide! What in the world is Denny Hamlin doing? There's Zilich's strong point once again, up through the S's, using that draft. If Zilisch being told to save, but he's on the back bumper of the 54. He's trying to go for his... Oh, Bubba Wallace goes around! He keeps going. We stay green. McBubbafuck has lost traction control entering turn 1. And there's another spot down as SVG continues to be on the prowl. He's by Buescher. Da-dun. Da-dun. Yep. That's probably the theme for SVG right now as he's continuing his prowl through the field. Yep. Da-dun. Da-dun. Yep. It's by the lap car of Josh Bilicki, the 66. But as for Zilisch, he's still trying to apply the pressure to the 54, trying to loosen him up. Oh my gosh. The last time the 88 went to victory lane in Cup was Alex Bowman at Chicagoland? No, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Alessandro? The last time the 88 was in victory lane was Shane Van Gisbergen and Charlotte Roval. What are you talking about, Alessandro? Did Larry just cuss? I did just catch that. I did catch that. What? Come on, Larry Mack. This is badass. Bruh. Bro, Larry Mack.
He does have a heart of his own. He is timely enough that he tells his team how much he's holding back or what he's doing because he's so savvy in the things that he does during practice.
And that's another position down as SVG goes by Austin Cindric. Maybe. Maybe. Wow. Yes. Gisbergen, he is closing. He is closing hard on these guys. Yep, there he is. There's SVG coming up on Kyle Busch. Oh, that's another lockup that Zilisch did. Oh, turn it loose. There it is. There it is. Oh, boy. Oh, spinner! Josh Berry goes around. Oh, it goes Zilisch into the bus stop chicane. Watch out! Oh, watch out! Holy cow, that was close. Somehow we're still green. We're still green. As SVG made quick work by Kyle Busch. Uh-oh. Yeah, both Ty Gibbs and Connor Zilisch are in trouble. Here's Zilich's strong point once again. Nope, not that time. Locked it up once again. Oh, but look at the leaderboard. SVG, he just got by Austin Dillon. He's coming fast. Yeah, SVG, he is coming fast. Now on the back bumper of Chase Briscoe. There it is. There it is. He's right there. He's about in the same frame as the two leaders. He's to third. He's coming. He's coming fast. Another lockup by Zilisch. Oh my gosh, yep. Zilisch tried, but it wasn't enough. Because Shane Van Gisbergen is on the prowl, as I said many times. Yep, Zilisch is in trouble. He's in trouble. Yep, right front. The right front is flat on Zilisch. The right front is down on Zilisch. He tried and he lost. Yikes. Zilisch tried and he couldn't do it. It's one heck of an effort for Zilisch. Not going to lie. 8 laps to go now. Yeah, Ty Gibbs, he is in trouble right now because he just lost a lot of time through turn 7. Yep, Zilisch on pit road. He tried. Zilisch tried, but couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. GG, Zilisch. You tried. You tried, bud. Tried to deliver a special Mother's Day present for his mom. Came short again. Now SVG. Yeah, Ty Gibbs, he doesn't know what to do right now. Whoa! Yeah, it is no contest. Here comes SVG coming into the bus stop chicane. There it is. There's the pass for the win right there. If this race stays green from this point on, SVG will once again conquer the Glen. Man, what a charge that SVG just did. What a charge for SVG. Michael McDowell in third right now. Yep. Yeah, good run for Michael McDowell too. Yep. Yeah, it's no contest. And McDowell, he's gonna catch Ty Gibbs, and he could get to second. He could be in position for a second place finish. Yep. Whoa, what? Are you kidding me? The criminal Cody Ware with damage. Are you serious? Don't tell me that's going to be a caution. Are you serious? Get out of the way, Cody Ware. Get out of the way, criminal. Oh boy. And meanwhile, this battle is going on between Hocevar, Larson, and Zane Smith, as Zane Smith just punted out Hocevar out of the way. Yep, SVG made up a 29-second deficit in 17 laps. That just tells you how good he is on road courses. As mentioned before, he was a V8 Supercars champion in Australia. Won the championship 3 times in that series. Then made the move to NASCAR in 2023. Won in his first ever NASCAR race in the Chicago Street Course. And ever since then, every time we go to a road course, SVG has been clicking it every single time. And here's the battle for second. Here goes Michael McDowell by Ty Gibbs. Yeah, Ty Gibbs is in trouble. He tried to take a gamble, but it looks as though it's not going to come to fruition. Now, the only thing that Shane Van Gisbergen does not want to see is a caution flag. He wants to cruise home. He's 5 laps away from doing so. Good, Cody. Good. The criminal got off the track. Good. Looking at the RCR teammates of Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch, they too had a different strategy. They're currently running 5th and 6th right now. But the same question applies. Do they have enough fuel to make it to the end? Do they have enough gas to make it to the end? If they're able to pull this off, RCR, they did a good, RCR did their job, I'll say, if they're able to pull this off. 5th and 6th right now. Okay. Well, there's the call. There you go. Austin Cindric in the 7th position right now. Yep. 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 He's pretty. SVG is pretty much driving into the sunset right now. He's trying to make it back around 3 more times. Yep, and there's the gap between him and Michael McDowell. Which give a call to Michael McDowell as well. Great run for that Spire Motorsports driver. Qualified, I believe he qualified second alongside Van Gisbergen. And it looks as though the top two who started this race, Van Gisbergen and McDowell, are going to finish one too. How ironic. How ironic is that? And McDowell tried to do an undercut, it seems like, but it wasn't enough to try to defeat the road course specialist, as they call SVG. Yeah, Zilisch did all he could to try to chase down Ty Gibbs, but it wasn't enough. Kept locking up that right front, and it unfortunately cost him a tire. Had a tire issue with the right front. That's all she rode for the 88 car. But anyways, 2 laps to go for Shane Van Gisbergen, trying to nurse that car back around because the only flag he wants to see is the white flag. What is said about the last time the 88 went to victory lane in Cup? I literally forgot that SVG won the 88 this past season. For some reason, my mind was assuming he was winning in the 97. It's fine, Alessandro. It's fine. Through the carousel for the second to the last time as Ryan Preece makes a pass on Denny Hamlin. Solid run for Ryan Preece, honestly. That's for the 14th position. Denny Hamlin still running 15th. Looks as though he'll cruise to a 15th place finish for Denny Hamlin. But as for the leader, only a couple of lap cars in front of him as he makes his way past Ty Dillon through turn 7, looking for the flag. And he's going to get it. White flag, 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank for Shane Van Gisbergen. Made the pit stop with around 30 laps to go. Made up and it left Ty Gibbs and Connor Zilisch to battle it out, duke it for the win while saving fuel. But as they were saving fuel and duking it out for the win, Shane Van Gisbergen literally made up 17 seconds, made up multiple positions after taking a pit stop late in the going. In like 17 laps, got back in position, took the lead away from Ty Gibbs after Connor Zilisch had a tire issue, and he's driven away from the field ever since as he rounds through the carousel one final time. What a rebound and what a masterclass for Shane Van Gisbergen, the pride of Auckland, New Zealand, age 37, a 3-time Supercars champion, made the move to NASCAR, and ever since we've run on road courses, he has been a master at them. Through turn 6 for the final time, and coming into turn number 7 once again. Is there anything that Shane Van Gisbergen can't do? Because he once again conquers at the Glen. And he's already burning it down at the entrance to turn 1. Back-to-back wins for Shane Van Gisbergen, aka known as the Kiwi. And Ty Gibbs, after having... And here's the pod's big move of the race. After Connor Zilisch had tire issues, it was all left between Ty Gibbs and Shane Van Gisbergen, which honestly, Ty Gibbs literally had nothing for SVG. He literally had nothing for SVG. That was the move. Coming into the bus stop chicane, he got it. Man, is there literally nothing that Shane Van Gisbergen can't do on road courses outside of Circuit of the Americas, where Tyler Reddick beat him on speed, especially in that final restart. After Shane Van Gisbergen gave him a little challenge there, trying to go for the win, but in the end, it wasn't enough. But we come to Watkins Glen, and he's picking up right where he left off 1 year ago, or the last time we were at Watkins Glen in the Cup Series. Kyle Busch ran out of gas. All right. Oh, wait a second. Is he? For a second there, I thought he was doing the backwards burnout. Wait a second. Oh, look at this. Right up against the inside wall. Literally right up against the inside wall. That's kind of like the same burnout he did at Sonoma when he won. That's literally kind of like the same burnout that SVG did at Sonoma. Here comes the Kiwi climbing out of the car. Once again, a masterclass at Watkins Glen. Oh, yeah! Yeah, he just turned 37. Shane Van Gisbergen just turned 37. Happy birthday, SVG. And here's his signature tradition. Signs the kickball. It kicks it into the stands. There's his signature celebration.
Shane, you have to come in and pit. You blended in about 26th with 24 laps to go. You absolutely put on a clinic. How did you do it, especially this time in a number that means so much to you, your first time winning here in the 97?
Yeah, you're right. Unbelievable to win with 97. Yeah, Super Bowl Chevy was great. Thank you to Trackouts. We were very good in practice, and then qualifying was amazing. Good tweaks, and then today, so what a race car. And then Stephen made great calls. I wasn't sure how it's going to work, and then to run them down like that, very, very special to do 2 in a row.
There's Stephen right there, his crew chief. You know, you've been working on your racecraft in NASCAR, learning these ovals. That's what we primarily do. But when you come here and you get to run on road courses, how much fun is it to show everybody here what you're capable of?
For the first Cup Series win for SVG on Fox. Yeah, I just realized that too.
Shane Van Gisbergen wins at Watkins Glen.
He came from 29.2 seconds back in 18 laps.
Wow. 29.8 seconds back to the win in less than 20 laps. Holy cow. There's the split decision. There was the split decision. And SVG stayed out. Made a pit stop less. And after that, he was just slicing and dicing his way through the field. Yep. Just goes to show why it goes to show why they don't call him the road course specialist for nothing. He's just a master at this, at turning left and right. And give a call to Michael McDowell as well. Started second, finished second. How about that for Michael McDowell?
Charlotte 600, and I would like to make that all-star race too. That'd be another plus to win. As you were getting buried in the pack a couple times in the middle of the race, what's going through your mind? Did you think second place was even a possibility at that point? We restarted there 27th. I wasn't sure how that was going to work out, but we made pretty quick work to get near the top 10, and then it cycled around again, and then we got a little bit of track position. But I don't know, even if we restarted right behind SVG, if we had the pace for him. That last stop, we came out right with him, and he still had a bit of pace on us. So we got a little work to do, but it's a good building block. Our road course program's really, come around. Top 5 Dakota, top 5 in Mexico. So I feel like we're building on it. We just need a little bit more.
It's solid run for Michael McDowell today, Josh. The best career finish at Watkins Glen for Ty Gibbs, who brings it home third. Bring me through the end of the race and that balance between trying to save and hold up the 88 while the 97 is charging. And what's going through your mind during all that?
Yeah, honestly, it's a little frustrating because, brothers will keep racing, but unfortunately just had the safety fuel there. But, getting come over third place finish, obviously, which was another win. But, had a lot of fun today. Always fun to come to Watkins Glen, so.
Yep. SVG is king at road courses, except for Coda. Well, like I said, he gave one heck of a challenge to Tyler Reddick in that last restart at Circuit of the Americas. But as the run progressed, his car just fell off, and he wasn't able to catch up to Tyler Reddick. But we come to Watkins Glen, and it's once again back to his old winning ways on the road courses once again. The career best finish for Ty Gibbs on road courses. Third place finish. Solid points day for Ty Gibbs. Was in position to hopefully try to win, but it wasn't enough to hold off the challenges of Connor Zilisch and for Connor Zilisch and SVG. Well, what's going on with Christopher Bell and Bubba Wallace? What's going on? What's going on here?
Going into the All-Star race, now a big change in points here because only 2 of the drivers that entered this race in the top 10 in points scored top 10 finishes, and that was Tyler Reddick and Ty Gibbs, who just heard from.
Yeah, you see Ty Gibbs went from 7 to 6, put himself in a pretty.
I don't know what's going on between those two, but they'll figure it out.
That's where you start worrying about if you're actually going to be able to race for
After Watkins Glen, Logano is out of the chase. Yep, there he is. There he is. After a terrible day at Watkins Glen, Joey Logano is out of the chase. And GG's to Austin Dillon, finishing 6th at Watkins Glen at what Regan Smith just said, particularly his worst road course, his worst track. But they're on a different strategy alongside teammate Kyle Busch, and they capitalized. Top 10 finish for Austin Dillon. But folks, that's Watkins Glen for you. Not much to really say, except for SVG. He is just unstoppable when it comes to these types of tracks. He is just unstoppable. Pitted with around 23 or so laps to go, but still made up those seconds in under 17 laps to retake the lead. That just tells you how good he is when it comes to tracks with left and right turns. And for Connor Zilisch, he was in position to hopefully try to get his first career win. But in the last run, he was trying to apply the pressure to Ty Gibbs, but he kept locking up the left front, he kept locking up the right front. And as a result, he had a right front flat go down, and he had to pit, sacrificing all those track positions, and he ends up with a 20th place finish. Keep your head up high, Connor Zilisch. Your day will come. Keep your head up high. You really showed you had the speed today, kid. Keep your head up, kid. Yeah, Connor Zilisch trying to deliver a special Mother's Day present for his mom. Just couldn't do it. But he definitely had the speed to do so, and he proved it today. But what can you do? But nothing to hang your head over for Connor Zilisch. But anyways, that's about it for Watkins Glen. Not much to really say is that SVG, he is just unstoppable. As for the overall race, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. With the higher horsepower that we were hoping to see for what we were expecting for Watkins Glen standards, with the higher horsepower and lower downforce, nothing much really changed, honestly. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done with these cars on road courses and short tracks. But we'll just have to wait and see what NASCAR will do in the future, if they make more changes to the car. But I doubt that's going to happen. So what can you do? But anyways, congratulations to once again Shane Van Gisbergen proving why he's called the road course specialist. And before I sign off, say once again, as I said earlier in the stream, happy Mother's Day to all the moms, grandmothers, aunts, or whoever you're celebrating, and all the women who act as role models to the next generation like me. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. But as for NASCAR, next Sunday they're off to Dover for the All-Star race, for the last race for Fox before we head off to Prime Motorsport, to Prime Video in 2 weeks. Only one more race, folks. One more week for Fox before Fox is done for the season. They will be free from Fox for the season, and that is the All-Star race at Dover, which I don't know how that's gonna go, because Dover doesn't have any lights, and it's gonna be a day race, so it's gonna be feeling pretty weird for an All-Star race to be held during the day. But what can you do again? So I'll see you guys next Sunday for the All-Star race at Dover. It's been your boy, Cito Brown. You all have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you guys next Sunday for Dover All-Star race, and possibly the truck race at Dover as well. Yeah, possibly 2 streams next weekend for Dover trucks at Dover on Friday, and the Cup Series All-Star race at Dover next weekend. So make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe as well for more live streaming content like this. So until then, Peace out, y'all.